Hey guys, Andrew here. I want to tell you a story about searching for answers and receiving those answers. When you ask the universe a question, the universe will respond. There's a saying in spirituality that I like. It says, when you put in 80%, the universe gives you the other 20%. When you reach out to God, God reaches out to you. There's a verse in the Bible, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened for you. Because who on earth will ask their father for a piece of bread and will get a rock? You'll receive bread if you ask for bread, something of that sort. Okay, I don't know word for word, but you get the point, right? And I was in a confusing place in my mind, and I was searching for answers, and I was asking for these answers very, very deeply and very sincerely, and I got them in the strangest of ways. And I'll tie this into a story about the Mafia. I watched a Mafia documentary a long time ago, a couple years ago. If I could, I'd post the link here, and maybe if you guys know the story, you can tell me, you can clarify the details, but this is what I got from the story. There was a Mafia family, one of the 5 big crime families of the Mafia, and one of their members was complaining at a diner. And this family was usually pretty secretive, but this guy had a big mouth, and he was complaining to the cook, oh my God, they're having me do hits, they're having me deal drugs, they're not even paying me gas money to drive and beat this guy up. I'm collecting money, I'm a loan shark, I'm racketeering. He was just confessing to all these crimes that he was doing to the chef and complaining. Unbeknownst to him, there were 2 off-duty FBI agents to his right, reading a newspaper, drinking coffee, and they overheard everything. And they look over at this guy and go, who's this guy? We didn't know who this guy was. And they put surveillance on him, and they tie him to all the crime families. They put listening devices in his house, in his parents' house. And when he goes to his parents' house, he's like, hey, Ma, how's it going, son? Oh, they had me murder this guy. I had to beat up this guy. I was collecting money from here, and they didn't give me my fair cut. And again, he just confessed and indicted himself in all these other crimes. And that's how the family got caught. Well, something similar happened to me. Not crime-wise, but I was in a confusing place, and I was praying hard for answers. I wanted answers. And I got it in the craziest coincidence of ways. Someone was in the right place at the right time and overheard something that they were able to relate to me. And I could not give away my source, otherwise it would jeopardize everybody. But I asked questions, and the universe answered. If you ask a question, God will answer. The universe, the source, whatever you want to call it. If you ask a question, you will get an answer. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened for you.